Now it is time for the closing remarks. In these closing remarks, four of our experts will be addressing some words for you. We will have Hilda Romer, TInnGO's technical coordinator, also Andrew Cook, TInnGO principal investigator, Francisco Santaremija, DIAMOND's technical coordinator, and Wafa Saleh, chair of the TDM Symposium and also DIAMOND's expert. So please, Andre, Hilda, the floor is yours.
Oh dear. Hi everybody, can you see and hear me?
Yes, we can.
Right, really sorry about that. I had to change hardware when I changed between sessions. So thank you everybody for attending the 3 days, or as much of the 3 days as you're able to. What I'm going to do is do a very quick sum up from the perspective of TInnGO and then hand over to Hilda to say a few words on cementing the future. So reading from my notes, and I'm sorry, it's been a very long day. Today we open with an insightful talk by Dag Baltmar on the gendered pain points of women truck drivers, which reinforce the issues of women's employment into transport and really nicely set the tone of the day. He also turned this at looking into gendered pleasure points, looking at a woman's sense of pride and achievement as a truck driver, and also started to link this to the development of automated trucks. Sorry. So I think what was interesting here was that women now have a technological pull. Before we always used to say that women were afraid of technology, but now this is being used to actually attract women into the industry, which I think is really, really exciting. Following this, Hilda and colleagues from the Scandinavian Hub had a small living lab as a way of introducing gender smart mobility through GAD apps based on TInnGO's smart, easy indicators. And thank everybody for contributing to that. And I think that this work will be carried on after the conference has ended. In the session that Hilda chaired on bringing the community together, both projects discussed the legacy of their projects and their hopes for carrying on the work. In relation to TInnGO, Leah from LGI discussed the TInnGO Observatory and how the outputs of the project could be used to support local initiatives, for example, the use of gender action plans, videos, motivational portraits and policy notes. And it's the intention of the TInnGO team to maintain this after the lifetime of the project. Kathleen, our manager of the TInnGO hubs, gave an overview of their work. The 10 hubs are a key feature of the project through which we were able to engage with citizens, especially vulnerable users, and work with organisations involved in transport. In both cases, they draw on material developed throughout the project to effect change or to provide gender desegregated data. A key requirement for the hubs was that they would welcome people into physical premises and work with them in a face-to-face manner as living labs. This really hasn't been possible due to COVID, and likewise, it was not possible for our design team to visit and work closely with hub members and their citizens to actually progress the citizen science initiative. Fotis presented our open data repository, and here I must stress that this is a key resource for gender transport researchers to share their data with others so that it can be discovered, shared and reused across the community. We're seeing a slight replication of work would be stronger and better if this work was combined together and shared amongst us all. Lazarus then went on to provide an overview of the interactive training modules developed during the project for those interested in understanding and addressing gender issues. And I was very interested to see the work of the Gender Academy later on in the afternoon on this. Then Sinead Huyon took the floor, the leader of the TInnGO ID Labs, and explained more about the theoretical basis of our approach and how it's been grounded in citizen engagement in terms of the wider EU priorities. This was complemented by my following presentation on the design activities undertaken by the UK Hub, their wider ambitions, and how these have been curtailed by COVID. In the afternoon, the attention of the TInnGO team moved towards employment and education, and all presentations showed notable gender inequalities in research, employment, education, and entrepreneurship. In the Inclusion for Employability and Entrepreneurship session, Anne-Marie Nineber hopefully looked at how to implement organisational change and the effects of this on women. Stefan Rosenau from Intl focused on the challenges faced by entrepreneurial women in the sector, and here they all stressed the personal qualities women needed to be successful. Their personal stories have been shared to inspire young women entering the profession. Maria Calvo from ITENE spoke about how gender balances could be achieved in organisations, linking back to gender and diversity action plans and our training material. In the parallel session this afternoon on gender equity and diversity in the transport research sector, myself and my colleague Kat talked about our research on gender and diversity in European transport research, concluding with a wide-ranging set of recommendations for higher educational institutes, research managers and funding bodies. Egle and Yeva from the Baltic Hub, which represents Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania, then went on to illustrate not only how the work of the Hub contributes to the whole project, but also showed how the barriers of young people entering STEM affect their career choices and the development of material for 15-year-olds to help them choose a STEM career. So in conclusion, this was a very forward-looking day where progress is being made on a number of fronts, but obviously more needs to be achieved. To put the future on firmer ground, I would now like to invite my colleague, Hilda Christensen, who chaired the session, bringing the community together, to say a few words in conclusion. Thank you. Hilda, over to you.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes,
Yes, Hilda. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Andrea, for winding up everything in a very in your usual professional and seamless way. What I wanted to add was the suggestions that have been made in the TInnGO Gender Smart Mobility Charter, and which could also be a shared document somehow between us. And here we set up a range of recommendations or more targeted issues addressed to the various policy levels at the European Union level, to data collection units, and also to research and innovation units. So asking them to, in a very explicit way, to follow up, for example, with annual conferences, to include the gender and mobility topics in the calls in the European Horizon Europe, the big European Union research and innovation projects, and also to do more in terms of data collection and approaching the European Union Eurostat and these units, as well as encouraging once more the European Institute of Gender Equality to set up an index for transport and mobility. And time does not allow us to discuss these suggestions at length, but I think we could we could follow up and try to work up perhaps a shared document or a shared, yeah. That's all from me for now. And thanks for a very stimulating, very interesting conference. I have learned a lot. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hilda. I think that you can see my screen. Can you confirm, please, that you can see my screen?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, we can see your screen.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much. So these are some last words from the Diamond project to close this third day. I am Francisco from ITEC, the technical coordinator of Diamond. This has been another hard day, but we are at the end before a well-deserved weekend. Thanks very much to all of you for being there, not only in this event, but also giving your support in surveys, workshops, etc., because I know that you have cooperated in all our data collection actions and other dissemination actions that both projects have provided during all these 3 research years. We will be always grateful with all of you. The points that have been addressed today by Diamond are the next. We have learned today how all the knowledge and methodology acquired by Diamond can be converted in actionable through a toolbox, the Diamond Toolbox. We have also addressed relevant factors and recommendations with a high impact to be included in new corporate social responsibility protocols and the white paper that the Diamond project has generated. We have also learned how to facilitate the access to the laboral market in the transport sector based on main findings by Diamond regarding the employment through educational guidelines and by appropriately addressing challenges and issues for women as employees. So I want to thank to all the speakers presenting all these points on behalf of the Diamond team, and to give a virtual applause to all of you, because you have been really fantastic. And now I leave the floor to my colleague Wafa, who will give you last words from the organization of the TDM Symposium and this common organization of the event for Diamond and for TInnGO. That's all from my side. Thanks very much, and a pleasure to share with you all these 3 days.
Thank you, Francisco. Can I share my slide? Can you see my slide?
Not yet, Wafa, not yet.
Okay.
Now we can see it.
Okay. So now you can see my slide here. Yeah, what can I say after all what's been said? It's been my delight and my honor to be part of this event and part of the organizing committee of the event. I have thoroughly enjoyed the presentations over the 3 days, very interesting work and very evident effort and work. So we've progressed, at the end of the day, we can rightly say that we've progressed a little bit the work on gender equality, or rather inequality. We have presented our findings. We enjoyed many speakers and keynote speakers who enriched our experiences on gender equality and other inequalities. Indeed, we recognized more and more gender equality issues and its impact on the society, and we've demonstrated our methodological approaches and findings and disseminations efforts in the 2 projects and the conference. Integration has been a success in this journey. So can you see my slides, or am I stuck in the first one?
No, we can see it, we can see it.
Okay, so evidence of integration has been again shown on the integrated efforts of combining the 10th TDM Symposium with 2 big and important EU projects, TInnGO and DIAMOND. We've came up with one event. We're hoping that it has enforced and strengthened the efforts being done in each of these events. A lot of what we've done on gender equality would benefit from integration activities and work. And in fact, it will lead to stronger integration of the society. We shared the organizational and preparation work for this event, which again, another evidence of integration, which is very important. It hasn't been a very easy task, but we've learned a lot, and I think the end product, I'm sure you will agree with me, it's been fantastic effort. I can just only thank at the end of the day all the teams who's been working hard in this conference to organize this event, TInnGO and DIAMOND and the TDM committee, Maria, Chiara, Liva. Get better soon, Chiara, because you're hoped to be presenting at this final session. Fiancesla from 18, I am indebted to your efforts, and Marina, Andrea and Helga from TInnGO, and Augustus from the TDM Symposium Committee, and from the Diamond Project as well. I think the product of this joint event is better than would have been the bits and pieces of each one, and that is definitely a target for the EU Commission, I'm sure. The next TDM Symposium will be in 2023 and will be organized by the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology in Ghana on the theme of global challenges and TDM opportunities for future development. It will be organized by Professor Charles Adams, and we presented his speech on the first day, and Dr. Augustus Paraboy Duncan. And on their behalf, I would very heartily like to invite you all to share your good work at our TDM Symposium 2023, and also come to attend the symposium in Ghana, COVID permit. With that, thank you very much. I leave you, as Francisco said, to a well-deserved weekend. Thank you very much for your attendance and contribution in our conference, and see you in Ghana. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank
Hope
you.
you feel better soon, Maria. Chiara, bye-bye.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Thank you and goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody,
Thank you,
for
guys.
this.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you for this event and for this the joint effort made to make this possible. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you to you. Thanks.
Thank you to Francis. You have done a great work. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
We should meet together sometime, somewhere to, I think, have proper goodbye.
Hopefully.
Bye.
Yeah. Thanks. Bye-bye.